So the first thing you need to know about getting a good pair of running shoes is where to go. I'm kind of partial to going to running specialty stores. I think the best thing about going to a running specialty store is you're going to get a little more custom individual care than you would get going at a big box store. So wherever you shop for your running shoes, I prefer you go to Second Sole, but if you don't, go to a running specialty store where they're going to really take the time to make sure you get the right shoe for your foot and for the needs that you have. So within that, what's the process of getting a good running shoe? So the first thing we do is we're going to look at your arch type and decide if you have a high arch, a low arch, a wide foot, a narrow foot, you have bunions, you have corns, different issues that you have. We want to make sure that we get the right shoe for your foot. So within that, there's different categories of shoes outside of brands. There are cushioning shoes, there's stability shoes, and there's motion control shoes. And I want to show you a few of those kinds, and I just talked a little bit about those real quickly. First of all, let's talk about a cushioning shoe. A cushioning shoe is very basic. There's not much support in the arch. A cushioning shoe is very flexible, and it's going to be made for somebody who has more of a higher arch or somebody who doesn't need a lot of support. A cushioning shoe is going to be very soft from toe to heel, and it's going to be very flexible. So not much really inhibiting your form at all within a cushioning shoe. Next we can move on to what's called a stability shoe. A stability shoe has a lot more support in the arch. You can see it looks a little more blocky. It's a little darker gray in this area within the arch. A stability shoe is going to be for somebody that has a lower arch, somebody has more of a flatter arch, who's really rolling in. And what we want to do is try to push that person back out and try to even, where their stride's hitting. That's the whole idea behind a custom fit shoe. We want to make sure you're not overpronating or underpronating, and that you have a neutral gait when you're running. So those are the second type of shoe there. We also have minimal shoes, which are very popular nowadays, especially when you're training and working out at Impulse. A very minimal shoe is really good for a lot of CrossFit training, for a lot of the cardio workouts that you do in the gym. A minimal shoe has no support to it whatsoever. Very, very flexible. You're not going to get any support out of the arch, but it's going to be very lightweight and very good for the gym and for the person that doesn't need a lot of cushioning on their run. So the basic thing you need to find out is something that fits your foot well for the type of activity that you're doing. A good pair of running or workout shoes is going to last you usually 6 months, sometimes 8 months, or 400 to 500 miles. So if you're keeping track of your miles, 400 to 500 miles is very basic.